Welcome back to Let the Chips Fly podcast, and in this episode we talk about divisions, rules, and categories for the 43rd Showcase of Wood Carvings.
It's great to be back. And today's a little different. We're not talking about sharpening a tool or picking the right piece of wood.
No, today's all about strategy.
Exactly. It's about how to compete. The 43rd Showcase is coming up April 18th and 19th, 2026.
Right, and if you've already registered to compete, you should have gotten a very important email.
Ah, yes. The famous packet.
The packet. It lands in your inbox, and, let's be honest, it can look a little intimidating.
It's dense. Lots of text, lots of numbers.
For sure. But our whole mission today is to demystify that packet. We think of it as your North Star, your guide.
It is. If you ignore it, you might have a bad time. But if you understand it, you can just relax and focus on the art.
Which is the whole point. So we're going to break it all down, the divisions, the rules, and all 40 of the categories, so you can figure out exactly where your masterpiece belongs.
So when you walk in that weekend, you're not scrambling. You're just ready to enjoy the show.
Okay, so let's start with the big picture. The divisions. This isn't just one big competition where everyone's thrown in together.
No, it's a tiered system, and it's all about fairness. You've got 3 levels: novice, intermediate, and open.
And the goal here is to prevent what you call sandbagging.
Right. You don't want a master carver just hanging out in the beginner's division racking up ribbons. It's just not good for the craft. These rules are designed to push you to grow.
So let's start at the bottom rung. Novice. Who fits in there?
Novice is for beginners. The packet defines it as someone with less than 3 years of carving experience.
But there's a catch, isn't there? The ribbon rule.
There is. Even if you're new, if you've already won more than 5 blue or red ribbons in the novice division at previous shows, you're done.
You've proven you're ready for the next level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's an even stricter rule. We'll call it the graduation rule. If you ever win Best of Novice, you must move up to intermediate the next time you compete. It's mandatory. No exceptions.
You can't defend your title. You have to go for a bigger one.
That's the idea. Which brings us to intermediate.
This feels like the biggest group. You're not new, but maybe you don't feel like a seasoned pro yet.
It's that transitional space. You've graduated from novice, but you're not quite ready for the big leagues in open. But the same graduation rule applies.
Let me guess. If you win Best of Intermediate,
you're out. You get promoted. You have to move into the open division next time.
And open is the top tier, the highest level.
It is. The open division is for, well, anyone who wants to enter, really. But it's required for those former intermediate champions. It's where the masters compete.
Okay, so once you know your division, you need to know the basic rules of engagement. The packet has some golden rules that apply to everybody.
Yes, and these are the non-negotiables. First up, the time frame. Your carving must have been completed within the last 2 years.
So I can't dust off that beautiful piece I did back in 2015?
Nope. This is about your current skill. 2 years is the cutoff.
And what about authorship?
It has to be 100% your work. That includes the carving, the burning, the painting, everything. You can't have a friend paint your piece for you.
Makes sense. Now, materials. It's a wood carving show, obviously. But what about things like glass size or, habitat elements?
So the carving itself must be wood. But other materials are allowed for accents, things like that. The key is that they can't be the focal point.
What do you mean by that?
If the judge spends more time admiring the fancy base you bought than the carving itself, you've got a problem. The wood has to be the star.
Got it. Now, there's a rule about quantity that I think people miss. It says you can enter up to 3 carvings per category.
Yes, and this is important. It connects to what we call the big split. Almost every single category is divided into 2 subsections,
which are natural and painted.
Right, and we should define those. Painted is any finish with more than one color or a single color that completely hides the wood grain.
And natural.
A clear finish oil, wax, whatever, or maybe one single pigmented stain, but you can still clearly see the grain of the wood.
So how does that connect back to the quantity rule?
Well, you can enter up to 3 carvings in the natural subcategory and up to 3 more carvings in the painted subcategory.
For the same category number?
The exact same category number. So theoretically, you could have 6 entries in, say, category 2.
Wow. Okay, that's a big deal. Last general rule. Who has the final say?
The judges and the referees. Their decisions are final. Period. A referee can move your carving if they think it's in the wrong spot.
And a judge doesn't have to give out an award if they don't feel a piece is worthy.
Correct. It's a competition, not a participation event.
Understood. All right. let's dive into the categories themselves, all 40 of them. We'll start with category 1, which is always the show theme.
And for 2026, the theme is Help, I Need Somebody.
I love that. A little nod to the Beatles.
It's a great theme. And here's why you should really consider entering this one. There's specific prize money for it.
A money alert.
A big one. For Best of Show theme, it's $150 for the Open Division winner, $100 for Intermediate, and $75 for Novice.
That is a very nice incentive. Okay, let's move into a big block. Realistic animals and humans. That's categories 2 through 6.
Right. Category 2 is for a single realistic mammal, a fox, a bear, a rabbit.
And category 3 is a group of mammals, so 2 or more on a base.
Yep. Then category 4 takes us underwater. Fish and sea mammals, your sharks, dolphins, bass.
Followed by category 5, reptiles.
Snakes, turtles, alligators, and hold on, here's another money alert.
For the reptiles.
For the reptiles, there's a special sponsor. It's $100 for open, $50 for intermediate, and $25 for novice.
Good to know. So if you're good at turtles, this is your year.
It really is. And that section is rounded out by category 6, which is realistic human figures, carved in the round.
All right, now for a fun section. Let's talk caricatures. Categories 7 through 13.
My favorite. This is all about exaggeration, about finding the personality of a subject.
And it seems like size is the first big divider here.
It is. Category 7 is for a small, single caricature, anything up to 8 inches tall.
And category 8.
That's a large single caricature, so over 8 inches, all the way up to 20 inches. And ding, ding, ding.
Another money alert for category 8?
You bet. Same price structure. $100, $50, $25.
Wow.
So carving bigger can definitely pay off here.
After that, we have category 9 for caricature groups, 10 for animals only, and 11 for busts, which is just head and shoulders.
Correct. But we have to pause and talk about category 12, caricature rough out. This is a big point of confusion.
Here's the issue.
The issue is that people think if they use a rough out, a pre-shaped blank, that they must enter it in this category.
And that's wrong.
Completely wrong.
Yeah.
You can take a rough out, finish it, and enter it in any other appropriate category. The Santa category, the main caricature category, whatever fits.
So you're not penalized for starting with a blank.
Not at all. Category 12 is exclusively for entries that are carved from a rough out. But here's the catch.
Uh-oh.
It's generally not eligible for the big prizes, best of show, best of division.
So it's a category, but with a ceiling on how high you can go with it.
Exactly. And category 13 is just miscellaneous caricatures for anything that doesn't fit the others.
Okay, shifting gears now. Let's look at abstract, miniature, and technique-specific categories. This covers 14 through 23.
We start with 14, stylized carvings. Here, realism isn't the goal. It's about form and flow. And yes, this is another one with prize money.
Good to know. Category 15 is instructor-assisted.
This is specifically for when an instructor has physically helped you with the piece in a class. And because you had help, it's not eligible for the major awards.
That makes sense. Now, category 16, miniatures. How small is small?
It has to fit completely inside a 2-inch cube. The whole thing, base and all. If one little bit sticks out, it's disqualified.
Very strict. Then we have category 17, Santa Claus. Any style of Santa.
Any style at all.
Yeah.
After that is 18, relief carving, and 19, which is prehistoric, mythical, and fantasy.
So dragons, wizards, that kind of thing.
Yes, and the sponsors love this one. It's another money category.
Of course it is. Okay, quickly now. 20 is chip carving. 21 is realistic busts.
Which is different from the caricature busts.
Right. 22 is wood spirit faces. And 23 is pyrography, or wood burning.
A great list of technique-focused categories.
Okay, next block. This is all about specific materials and functional items. Categories 24 through 31.
24 is religious. Then we get into specific woods. Category 25 is for cottonwood bark.
And 26 is cypress knees. And there's a very specific rule here.
There is. It has to be a single complete knee. You can't glue on other pieces. You have to work with what nature gave you.
I like that. Then we have 27 found wood and 28 spoons.
Decorative or functional, doesn't matter.
Category 29 is bottle stoppers.
And you have to display it properly with a cork in a bottle.
30 is walking sticks and canes. This is a popular one.
Huge. And yes, another category with specific prize money. Functional art always does well.
Finally, category 31 is ornaments.
Christmas or any other holiday.
All right, we are now entering what I call the aviary. It's all birds from 32 to 38.
Bird carvers are a dedicated bunch. So 32 is songbirds, 33 is game birds like turkey and quail, 34 is birds of prey or eagles and hawks.
And in category 35 is shorebirds.
Pay attention here. This is the only bird category with its own specific prize money.
Really? Just for shorebirds.
Just for shorebirds. Gulls, plovers, sandpipers. It's that same $100, $50, $25 split.
That is a fantastic tip. If you're a bird carver, focus on the shorebirds.
It pays to. Then you have 36 for ducks, 37 for geese and swans, and 38 is just a miscellaneous category for any other bird.
We're almost there. Last two, category 39 and 40.
39 is easy. It's for large carvings, anything over 36 inches in any dimension.
Your life-sized pieces.
Exactly. And category 40 is the classic miscellaneous, the catch-all. If it's wood and it doesn't fit anywhere else, it goes here.
Wow. Okay. That is the entire map. All 40 categories. But let's be realistic. Sometimes you read the packet, you listen to us, and you're still standing there on registration day, just totally unsure.
It happens. You're holding a piece and you just don't know where it fits best.
So what do?
You ask for help. The Charlotte woodcarvers have volunteers on the floor. They're called runners.
And what's their job?
Their job is to help you. You show them your piece, you explain your dilemma, and they will give you their expert opinion on where it should go. They know these rules backward and forward.
That's a great resource. But at the end of the day, it's still the artist's responsibility to place it, right?
It is. It's your final call. But remember what we said about the referees. A referee can still overrule that decision and move the piece if they feel it's necessary for fair competition.
And if that happens, you just have to accept it.
You accept it. They're doing it to make sure your piece is judged fairly against similar work.
So to wrap it all up, know your division, know the golden rules.
And really study those 40 categories. Figure out where you fit. And definitely pay attention to those money categories.
It seems like a lot, but it's all designed to make the competition run smoothly.
That's all it is. It's structure so that the art can be the main event. So open up that packet, make some notes, and get those chips flying.
Couldn't have said it better myself. The show is April 18th and 19th, 2026. It's going to be fantastic.
Can't wait.
Go to charlottewoodcarvers.com showcase for more details on the event.